Hero was the film that introduced me to the wuxia genre. While I had seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in theaters when it came out, this film was released at a time where I actually began to pay attention to the stories of the films I was watching. This was also the first film I saw that showed me how film functions as art as opposed to just entertainment. This is thanks in large part to Zhang Yimou's striking compositions and the use of color to reinforce the themes of the story. Set during the Warring States period, the film stars Li Lianjie, better known as Jet Li, who plays a nameless prefect who is summoned to the court of the Emperor of Qin under the pretense of having slain Sky, Flying Snow, and Broken Sword, 3 notorious assassins from the neighboring kingdom Zhao. What starts out as a story of heroic exploits quickly turns into an intense, emotional drama in which details change and motivations become murky, leading to a battle of wits between the Emperor, Nameless, and the assassin Broken Sword. It first starts out with a very polarized depiction of events, as Nameless discusses how he defeated the 3 assassins, with a drab chess house with dark colors serving as the setting for his fight with Sky, played by Donnie Yen, who, while an established star in China, hadn't quite become a household name worldwide yet. The whole thing plays out almost like a showdown between 2 skilled fighters who fight with their minds as well as their bodies, like the 2 are engaging in a cerebral chess match. At the same time, it also features the kind of exaggerations one might make when trying to describe a person's skills, such as the bent swords. Following the battle with Sky, we are presented with the fall of Broken Sword and Snow, which is framed as a passionate romantic tragedy where emotions run high and impulsive actions lead to deadly consequences. We see further exaggerations of events, such as the flurry of arrows, the resilience of the calligraphy students, and the efforts of Nameless and Snow to ward off the onslaught of the Qin army. However, things change as the Qin Emperor begins to clue into a far more sinister plot than we are led to believe, and calls Nameless out on his tall tales, leading to speculation about what really happened. This is seen most vividly as the fiery red colors are replaced with a calm blue color scheme, falling more in line with the Emperor's mental depiction of Broken Sword and Snow, who come across as calm and level-headed. By the film's end, when we begin to see the truth of events, all colors are supplanted by a white color scheme as the truth is laid bare before us. Another thing this film excels at is how it uses the internalization of the characters to guide the action, seen in how the emotions can make someone overly aggressive and sloppy, or how controlling them can make you appear calm and collected. It also shows the difference between those who are ready to kill, as opposed to those who see no point in killing. One thing to keep in mind when watching a film like this is that with wuxia films, the main characters doing the fighting tend to be regarded as demigods rather than actual people, as fighters whose bodies have been honed to the point that they can pull off nearly supernatural feats. Thus why the action tends to be a bit more flashy and theatrical. At its core, Hero is a musing on loyalty, vengeance, love, and what it truly means for someone to be a hero. It also questions the notion of heroism in the short term as opposed to the long-term ends a person is trying to achieve, and how most people only think in terms of the former rather than the latter, best demonstrated in the film's final moments. Overall, Hero is an amazing emotional epic that will enthrall you with its layered story and deeper themes. It is at once poetic, romantic, tragic, yet tinged with a sense of optimism. Looking back on it now, it surprises me just how much of an influence this film left on me in terms of the kind of stories I want to tell, whether as a writer or a filmmaker. Oddly fitting, considering that calligraphy plays a central role in the story. This is one film I highly recommend not just to martial arts fans, but to people who are studying filmmaking as well. Should you come across it in a store or streaming, don't hesitate to see this film. You will not be disappointed.